Alright, we're back. And I think this audio thing is just the way my life is gonna be now. And whatever. This day took so long to do right. It's another one of those days that there's so many different things that you can do that it's hard to find the right path to do them all the way you want to. And in this case, what I want to do is buy all my kale seeds. I mean, it's pretty basic what I want to do. Buy all my kale seeds, pick up my pickaxe, and make it through the, the mines, as well as buy the mine carts. That's all I really want to do. But you have to lay these out. I mean, I could have done math. I just didn't want to do math. Maybe that's what it was. It's just laziness. That's what it is. So anyway, I'm recording, and sometimes the audio plays back in my ears, and it's like a second delay. And I don't know if you've ever tried that, but if you listen to yourself talk at a slight delay in headphones, it makes it impossible to speak. It feels like it fries your brain because you're hearing yourself say the things that you think you already said in delay, I guess. And I don't know what it is, but it confuses me. It just really destroys my brain. But that's where we're at. It's my life. Right now I feel like my life is such a mess. Not in a bad way, but just all over the place and busy. Even like days like this in Stardew are like, they feel so sporadic and all over the place, and I have all these weird things I have to do. There's no just like chill farming, you know? But that's what I get for doing weird playstyles. Anyway, we're going to Joja. We're getting the mine carts. It's only one day without the mine carts, so it's not a huge deal that we delayed them. So everything I said yesterday about how I should have flipped the order, it didn't actually matter. We still have access to the bus whenever we want to go. We have no reason to go there until we have the key, right? Or it's the desert festival. And all of those things are coming up. We have plenty of time to get to the bottom. Yeah, man, this day was complicated because I had to like crack a certain amount of geodes to get a little extra money so I didn't have to sell my diamonds. So I could have just barely enough money to have like 88 to 91 kale seeds. And then you gotta plant them all. But you don't have to water them. So even with that considered, we technically didn't even need them today. But it's best to do it today while we're already out and about, you know. And then all we need for money from here on out is obviously everything else for the community upgrade, which isn't too bad. We'll need starfruit money, that kind of thing. And all of that will pretty much come from iridium bars. And since we're getting into the caverns pretty well ahead of schedule within the next couple days, I don't think money is going to be that massive of a problem. We could potentially even get a greenhouse started early and then get more starfruit. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to do yet or not. I haven't gotten that far. But, we'll see. This takes a while. I don't know if I included all this, but it's just getting the area ready for seeds. And this pattern for the regular sprinklers is so weird. It's kind of hard to, for me at least, it's hard to accurately hoe up all the spaces you need. Some people just do this and they can do it naturally. But I have a really hard time memorizing the pattern for some reason. I have to have like the little paths for guidelines. But the idea is that we're going to fill this with 22 sprinklers. So as we make our way down the mines, we will smelt, make the sprinklers, and then anything after the 22 is just extra that we'll use for like ammo and bombs and things like that. So ideally, well, we got like maybe 2 days. I can't remember how quickly we get in the gardens, but or the gardens. Jeez, man, I must be thinking about going to the gardens. How quickly, how quickly we get into the caverns. Have I been saying gardens this whole time? That would be bizarre. I'm just thinking about gardening. Dang, dude, I don't remember what I was even saying. I don't remember how quickly we get in there, but ideally we get like a couple hundred iridium every time we go, and we need bombs and slingshot ammo for that. And then hopefully we get a prismatic shard early as well. Luckily, because we're so far ahead of money, we don't have to waste any time diamond farming. And even though that's a good use of time, it just takes forever, right? So I'm kind of glad we don't have to do that. So anyway, we're going back up to the mines, and that's where we're going to spend the rest of today, I think tomorrow, and potentially the next day. Like I said, I don't remember, but that's the plan. Usually I edit this stuff out. I don't know why I kept this in here. But whatever. Maybe I edited the wrong thing out. That's also possible. I'm not like a video guy. Like I'm not very good at video editing stuff. I never really take the time to learn. I just learn like the 3 things I have to do, and then move on. But I'll never take a class or anything, I don't think. It could be fun. Maybe that's like a little hobby thing I could do. I'm always chasing different hobbies here and there. And then we have those 2 Neptune's glaives that we've never used. I should just sell them. I do try to sell them on the 13th. I remember that. And I fail because the festival is going. So naturally the Adventurers Guild is closed. So that happens. But yeah, otherwise, like the rest of this day, realistically the rest of these couple days, pretty uneventful. Just go down as fast as you can and smelt. Nothing too special rolls up. You know, I get decent luck, I guess. The good ranges from neutral, good, and the top tier luck. I haven't had too many bad luck days, so I've had good luck with luck. I don't know if you can still manipulate luck the way you used to be able to with footsteps. That used to be a thing. I don't know. I keep checking the audio to see if it's still doing the popping thing. I don't think it is yet. But I always feel like it goes well until suddenly it just can't handle it anymore. I changed like... What did I change? I changed some setting where it doesn't... I don't know. Dude, I don't know anything. Changed a setting so it like buffers less often or something. And maybe that'll do the trick. I just don't have a computer that's good for this kind of stuff. One day I will probably upgrade it. But in the meantime, like we want to build a shed. And sheds I think are expensive. Probably everything's expensive. What else do we want to build? There's something else we were going to build. Oh no, we want to get a treadmill in the basement, and that's like $2 grand. And you know, I don't know if I want to deal with that necessarily. Oh, I cut weird and didn't realize it was 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning. Oops. There's our cards. So we are good to use them starting tomorrow, which will speed things up again. We're in a good spot, man. I'm feeling pretty good about this run so far. I know it's not really in the spirit of the valley, but you know, what are you going to do? It's just how I am. I like capitalism in bite-sized pieces and in virtual worlds. I'm fine with it in real life. I don't really know what to say there. I feel like talking about that is one of those heavy subjects that people have really radical views on. So we won't really go there, because I don't really do that too much. keep my opinions pretty hush-hush. Not that I have anything crazy, just to throw that out there. I don't believe in anything weird. Or like conspiracies and stuff. I enjoy them. Assuming they don't hurt anybody, I enjoy them. I like the idea, I guess we're going to get into it. I like the idea that the earth is flat. I think it's really fun. I don't believe it. I'm going to preface that. I like the idea that I don't understand why you would lie about that. Why would the entire world want to lie about that? It's one of those conspiracies that makes no sense whatsoever. And obviously, it's harmful. It's a harmful conspiracy in the sense that it tends to isolate its believers. And that's always a bad thing, right? But it's a weird one, man. It's a very goofy... And there's a great documentary about it where they like prove themselves wrong all along the way on accident. It's very funny. But yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. But we won't go back on that. Let's just get away from there. I'll just go back to Stardew and going down the mines. Same thing as yesterday. All we're doing is mining. Nothing else. I don't know. There's only so much you can say about digging straight down for 20 minutes at a time. In this case, like, we don't get to the bottom floor today. That was mostly expected. I was hoping to get there by the 13th, and we still will, which means we'll still be there, or in the desert, in time for the desert festival, plus one additional day. That's kind of how things are looking right now. And we're, one episode closer to normal recordings, where I'm just hanging out in the morning and recording videos. And we passed out again. I usually don't pass out. This is kind of uncharacteristic of me as well, because usually I just go home, even though passing out is equally like beneficial, right? When you're actively leveling up. As long as you're leveling up, passing out doesn't really have any negative consequence, assuming you don't have any money in your pockets. We very rarely do, because you just don't need money until, very specific times. Otherwise, you might as well just have $12 in your pocket at all times, or 32, or whatever that number says. It's, the screen that I'm watching is very small. Not the screen, like the monitor's a normal size, but the way I'm processing the video and trying to fix that audio issue, I made the video really tiny, so and like change the frame rate and all that stuff, so it's a little choppy and small. I don't know, in my mind, if the video is smaller, it's easier for the computer to render, but that's probably not true, because why would it be? So the video might as well be full screen. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't know anything about this particular subject. I just click a button and it records most of the time, so. And then I talk, and I click another button, and I click upload. And that's it. We were one sprinkler shy, which actually doesn't matter, because it's gonna rain tomorrow. And we'll have time to kill in the morning, before it rains, or before we can go to the caverns anyway. So, yeah. Did I even show that I got to the bottom? Or has that not happened yet? Am I ahead of myself? No, I'm ahead of myself. We get to the bottom here in a second. Spoiler, I guess. I just decided that I might as well just keep going and try to get there, I think we have like 5 floors to go. And so I figure, we'll make that final push and try to make it happen. And we do. Spoiler alert, we do. I get lazy though, and I make staircases to get myself through the last couple levels. Just because, like, you get so far, you only have so much energy, and it's like, dude, this is a waste if I don't do this. I have bombs, but I didn't bring them with me. And the crab didn't give any bombs. Oh, no, he did. That's great news. I thought I remember him not giving bombs. How perfect is that? And then, yeah, we just keep going. We get lazy and we stare. Whoops. Now I gotta prep for caverns, which I haven't really done a great job at. It's the desert festival in a day or so, and I never really know what to do with that. I should say I have already recorded all the way through the desert festival, so any advice, while it is appreciated, it will not be something that I act upon. I've finally been convinced to go the way of the bait maker. So I know there's a lot of good advice out there. And I'll take it, but you just won't see it in this next video, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind. I do pay attention, but, you know. This is a weird floor, because there's an emerald and a jade on it, which I don't feel like normally happens. Right? I don't know, that seemed odd to me. We got level 5 mining and just cruising along. We sold a little bit of junk just because we had to buy a desert ticket, and I could never remember if it's 500, 1,000, or 1,500, and I wanted to be sure, so that's what that was. And we had good luck for our first day attempting to go into the caverns. And these first days of the caverns are always a little tough. Today was actually surprisingly good. And even without like the desert buffs, we'll get to it in a second, but I feel like talking about it now. A lot of the time, it kind of feels like, I don't know, you just don't make any progress in these first couple days, just because you don't have bombs, you don't have a good pickaxe, you don't have the right food or the right luck sometimes. But today was just an exception for that, so I was very happy about that. Because during the desert festival, you basically always have a huge luck bonus, right? Because of the food dude, the like creepy weird guy that makes you that rumpled fruit skin or whatever, which is a really gross name. But you get that free boost, so it feels really good when you're in those caverns. The only thing that you'll find out, or maybe you won't, depends on how I cut stuff up. I have really bad luck with those little cat statues, and I can't resist the urge to click on them. I have to touch them. And I always end up with like the assassin bugs, mummies are angry, skeletons, food is half as beneficial, like the worst possible stuff. Like that food one, man, is so tough. Because I have a huge food shortage problem at the moment. And when your food is half as effective in the skull caverns, it's so tough. So, that happens. We'll get there. You'll see it. Oh, I also was thinking about adding in my Discord finally. I keep talking about it. And I guess I'll probably just put it in the description for the previous two videos, as well as this one. I just don't know how much I'll be there. Like, I don't have notifications turned on for Discord because there's too many. And that'll definitely be the same with this one, but I will keep it on. I don't see why not. There's like probably setup stuff I need to do, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. There's like 10 of you guys. And so if you want to go there, you can, but I don't know. There's no moderation, so if somebody comes in there saying weird stuff, I'm sorry for them, and I'll kick them whenever. But, you know how people are. I don't know why, but sometimes people just like causing problems, you know. They just like to, I don't know, be little wieners about everything. Not a lot of them, but the ones that are loud, you know, and they show up. I wonder if that'll ever change. I think that's probably been a thing throughout all of history. But the internet's made it very obvious, right? When people are... I don't want to use the term troll because it's kind of an obnoxious term, but It's the term for it, right? Some people are just trolls. There's a better word, because troll seems like too friendly, almost. I don't know, doesn't matter. Watch me rearrange my inventory over and over again. We did have rubies and some diamonds, so we can get some speed and luck going. And we end up making some bombs and cruising. I mean, it was a good day. It's, I'll just kind of show you briefly what it was like. For some reason, when I first got in, like, I could not aim this pickaxe to save my life. You'll notice on these first couple floors, I kept, like, missing. I don't understand what was happening. But I'm, like, all over. It felt like I forgot how to use, like, my limbs. Like, look at this. And eventually, it kind of evens itself out, but I don't know. Like, maybe because I can't think of a reason. I was just in the mines. I was just so excited, you know. So glad to be in the caverns. A free shaft is always cool. This is a good song. It's a banger, man. Some of these songs, dude, like, he did such a good job. I wonder what he was doing when he was making this music. I always think about that when people, like, especially individuals, I don't really care about studio musicians, musicians. Because that's less interesting. It's just a process, right? But was he just like hanging out in his bedroom? Like, I wonder what time he made this song. Not that I care. Like, it sounds like I'm obsessed with this dude, but I'm just curious about what his process was, you know? So whenever I make music, I'm just horsing around, you know? Just drinking some coffee in the morning or a beer or whatever at night. Just with some headphones on, man. Just having a good time and, like, some dim light. That's what I always picture. I feel like the best kind of music like this is made in, like, a darkened room with, like, rain outside. Maybe that's, like, a romanticized version of it. Because it doesn't matter, you know. It sounds good no matter how you look at it. Some of the songs, not a fan of. Which is why you probably have noticed that I only ever play select number of songs. I don't like a lot of them. But it's not that they're bad, I just don't really care for, like, jaunty little tunes, so to speak. With the exception of the Junimo song, that's very jaunty. We're in a good spot with furnaces. We got quite a few going. We need to get like 30 of them. Like this, oh, this is a banger too. And this is the loading screen music. It's so good. I could just sit here and listen to this. Like that, oh, it's so good. A little drum fill. It makes you never want to load your game. It's like the GoldenEye pause music. It's so good. And it makes you never want to unpause. Just like this. I don't even want to talk about managing my inventory. And it might be too quiet for you to even hear it. It's so good. I love it. It's just like, I don't know, it's perfect. Can't even explain it. Curious if you have a favorite Stardew song or video game song. That's what I want to know. Because everybody has like different taste in games, but I feel like there's always standout tracks from video games that are way better than others. So I want to know what yours is. So please tell me. Either in the comments or Discord, I don't care. I just want to know. And I'll see you tomorrow.